Gracious. There are many things for me to give thanks for, but first of all, I want you, let's clap for the king. I would like to thank particularly the local council for this very pleasant surprise. Although I'm reminding myself that in my times, when I was so correct, when we used to have the assemblies, we take the moment to acknowledge those who give this. So my mind was somewhere else, and then I had this. So thanks a lot, and for your thoughtfulness and for your care and concern. I've always experienced that. So thank you very much. I'm grateful to God, of course, for the journey that I've traveled over the last 25 years. As you have heard, I started my ministry in South Africa. But even maybe before that, I tell you a small story. Before I joined Mill Hill. At some point at the high school, I was a member of the youth group in our parish where we used to live in Tororo. And then after high school, I began thinking about, I felt a desire to join ministry. But it was just a thought with me. And then one day the parish priest called me in his office, and usually when he used to call us, Father Masai, it's to admonish us. So I said, now what did I do? So then he said, have you ever considered joining the priesthood? I said, no, this is the thought going through my mind. So I was aspiring, and then eventually I confirmed the thought, and he said, I will send you to a parish, a diocesan parish, because I was considering maybe to join the diocese. And then you have an experience, because you have not been in the minor seminary, have an experience of the parishes, and be there for about 6 months. So I remember I went there, I was working in a grinding mill. Every evening I was all full of white. The blessed God was here. Then one day, I think after about 8 months, the bishop arrived. The bishop was the late Bishop Odong arrived, and when he came, he belonged to the old generation. He was a chief. So we are told, don't appear anywhere unless you are called by the parish priest. So we spent days organizing, kind of putting up decorations and saying, congratulating him for his 25 years of episcopate everywhere. So then it just happened. By then I'd said, I'd kind of confirmed my aspiration to the diocese, and the priest said, you stay in the parish for a year, then after, then you will be considered. So one day, the bishop was there, and he was having the meal, the breakfast, and there was no someone to serve him. So I was told to bring some eggs for him. So when I came in with the eggs, and then he told the parish priest, who is this? So the parish priest explained, this is an aspirant, wants to join. He said, were you in the minor seminary? I said, no. He said, no. These youngsters who have not gone through the minor seminary, when they become priests, they disturb. I think that time, the brother of Emmanuel Omolo, was giving him hell. So I said, no, which school did you go to? I said, I went to Valley College. You are the people who went for, who had the strike. I said, no, the strike happened 3 years after I'd left. So then after I said, now think about it, about that. I'll give you 2 more years to stay here. So I said, I just said to the top of my head, okay. But then when he went back, he sent an instruction that the people who have been not in the minor seminary have disturbed me. So tell that young man to go home. So I packed my nice red bag and put it on the board. I know these bicycles from Tororo, from Osia, the place of Osia. But anyway, so I went off, and then eventually through discernment, I joined Mill Hill, and I saw this is my path, this is really the true path that I want. I was totally at home. 9 years later, the bishop, this bishop came to ordain me. Yeah, so we did the ceremony. I was the first Ugandan. I'm a bit of a pioneer, despite my quiet ways. So I was the first Ugandan. So many bishops came, and Bishop was very proud in the hill, and now new young people are coming up from Africa. He was really excited. So then he put his hands on me and rubbed some small oil. Then at the reception, he said, oh, remind me, because you went to Europe. And so I said, do you remember? Oh, that young man. How did I not know? I'm now already. But he said, no, it's okay. So he said to me, now you're joining me here. Come to my place, I will give you some advice. And that was my journey, eventually beginning with here. But just to say that I began in South Africa, had a good ministry there. The General Council came for me as I was beginning a new parish. I was a bit upset. Then I went to train for formation, and then they sent me to Cameroon. Throughout this journey that I've had, I think what I'm grateful and thankful to God, because I've seen the providential hand of God that has always been accompanying me. And even in those times when I felt that perhaps the direction is not what I thought, the hand of God was there. So I'm very grateful to that. When I did the course for formation, I did 1 year, then it was time to be appointed. They sent out my intelligence, kind of like Scotland Yard, you know. And they said, oh, you are going to Nairobi. And then the formator came. The member of the General Council said, we want you to go to Cameroon. And then I said, no, I'm not going there. I was in a bad mood. And then he said, no, let's go out for a meal. So we were there at the meal, and I was just very quiet. But when I went to Cameroon, indeed, I felt that that was providential, because many blessings came through that. And I see the fruits of my efforts spread here. received on the first day through the gate, including our MC. Yeah. And I remember someone was telling a story, and I don't want to do it. Someone was reminding me of the story one time. We had said, we had issued a ruling, no mobile phones. And so one day I was moving around, and then but they had phones. Then I met, I think, Ignatius. So I just passed him. And he said, "What will happen?" I said, "No, he will come." So he came in my room and he stood there. All panicking. I said, no, I think it is a bit of a lesson. So all these fruits of my efforts are all here. The Ignatius, Alex knows his own story. Share. No. But I'm thankful to God that for the last 7 years I've been on the General Council, and again I was a bit of a pioneer there. And it's been quite challenging in its own way, but fruitful in many ways, because even the work information, the wider fruits from that I can also see here. So I'm feeling, the dominant feeling is of a sense of fulfillment, a sense of thankfulness to God. I'm also want to say that I would like to thank all of you for your support and your love. I experience a lot of love and goodwill from members, and that's I feel at home always, wherever, whether with whatever group. So I'm very grateful for that, and I pray for you to continue to pray for me as I pray for you. And now I've finished on the General Council, and I've passed the baton to Philip, and indeed, as he says, it shows the growth of our region of Africa, that now we take on the leadership. What next? The Lord who has taken me through the rest, he will take me to the next chapter. I hope to do a course in dialogue with the General Council in Dublin. I hope to go in April to do a course in clinical pastoral education. They do it in levels, first level is 3 months, and then there's the second level for more 3 months like that, but we'll see how the course goes. And after that, then in dialogue with the General Council, I'll take on ministry later, hopefully later part of the year, if that plan goes according to the will of God. So, thank you very much, and I pray that the Lord may continue to bless us, and that we may continue to be united, and that in the next 25, especially as I move and I begin, because now you see there is some gray coming up, and also that I will continue to get the support even when I get the stick and begin walking around. So thank you very much, and God bless.